Non, il y a les interprètes. Je peux m'en arrêter. Ok, ça fonctionne, très bien. Bien, merci.
Thank you, dear participants. Thank you for joining the Youth Forum, Youth Research Forum. This forum will be chaired or co-chaired by Madam Elena Leonardovna. She's a dean in the Institute of International Business and Law, and Madame Leila Bardadi, a professor at the Tunisian Business School. We have nearly 7 presentations, and we will go through them successively, then move to the IQ session. Madame Leonardovna, you have the honor of starting this youth session.
Hello, everyone. I am very glad that you have this very, very lucky opportunity to make your presentation on such a high level. And then we will just give a word to Miss Leila, just also for some brief welcoming speech.
I'm pleased to moderate today the panel for the Youth Forum. And I discovered this Youth Forum with the PICARD conference, and it is very interesting to offer a platform for young from around the world to discuss about their research interests related to trade and customs. Thank you.
And so let's go for the first presentation. Let us invite to the stage Ms. Anastasia Lamonina from Belarus National Technical University. Please, give it out for applause for Anastasia. She's probably a little bit worried.
Can you switch on my presentation? Thank you. Hello, everyone. Let me just start in by introducing myself. My name is Anastasia Lamonina. I'm a third-year student majoring in Customs Affairs, Belarusian National Technical University, Minsk. And what I'd like to present to you today is risk management system as an effective means of customs border control. The reason why I have chosen this topic is the following. In today's fiercely competitive world, customs administrations need to maintain appropriate balance between facilitating legitimate trade and travel, while ensuring compliance with the laws and regulations they enforce. To ensure that customs can appropriately apply these laws and regulations, all international movements are subject to customs control. Customs control is in fact the main function of customs administrations, and the increasing complexity of international trade have affected the way customs authorities perform it. And nowadays, much attention is paid to evaluation of its effectiveness. And it's not possible to examine every consignment that enters a country. And therefore, customs must be selective in carrying out their control function. The principle of selectivity is the basic feature of risk management system, which customs control is based on. Risk management is an application of management procedures and practices which provide customs with information to detect movements or consignments that present a risk. In the context of border management, risk and risk management have their own definitions, specific aims and methods which are shown on this slide. The only thing to note is that in this context, risk management should be distinguished from risk assessment. The latter can be defined as a tool of risk management system. The same thing applies to risk profiling and selection. In order to understand the need for risk management system, it's necessary to look at the different building blocks of a holistic system. This image shown on the slide allows us to see that the process comprises the establishment of the risk management context, risk identification, risk analysis, risk assessment, addressing the risks, monitoring and reviewing the process through compliance measurement. It's important to note that risk management is an ongoing process and it doesn't end once risks have been identified and mitigated. Let's move on the integral parts of risk management. They are selectivity profiling and targeting. A brief description of each one you can see on this slide. Risk profiling is the means by which customs puts risk management into practice. Once established, their profiles along with other information and intelligence will provide a basis for targeting potentially high-risk movements of consignments, means of transport, and travelers. Now take a look at this chart. Using risk management techniques allows optimum exploitation of customs resources without decreasing the effectiveness of controls, while revealing a majority of the trade public from excessive bureaucratic constraints. The analysis of statistics confirms the tangible benefits of using a risk-managed approach. The table on this slide summarizes the results of applying a risk management system in a number of countries nowadays. The percentage of customs duties in tax revenue had grown from increased trade facilitation as a result of economic expansion and decreased corruption in 2008. Further decline is associated with the beginning of financial crisis. The development of customs control practices based on risk management has become an integral part of customs modernization process. Belarus introduced risk management system in customs in 2004, and the Belarusian risk management system is considered to be an effective means of stimulating the volume increase in foreign trade activities and liberalization of customs legislation. You know that Belarus is a member state of the Eurasian Economic Union. It leads to the need of unifying legislation in the area of managing risks. The process involves exploration of many relevant concepts and their relationships, and it's based on the review of a wide range of risk assessment frameworks and techniques and some of the world's best practices in the field. Moreover, cooperation will intensify the process of exchanging information on administrative and criminal cases related to customs activity. Given the benefits of a unified approach to risk management is not the only possible trend of the development of customs border control. Today, customs community looks to the applied use of information technologies as a means of improving organizational and operational efficiency and effectiveness of border control. As you can see on this slide, the application of information technologies in customs activity brings certain benefits. All in all, automation allows customs administrations to establish a national database of information on all transactions and movements which can be updated and used for rapid information sharing and identification of changing risk areas. I have now come to the end of my presentation, and the main conclusions you can see on this slide. And let me now summarize what I have talked about. Today, customs is required to address risks wherever it is found and as early as possible. And risk management is not a new invention for customs, and it would be true to say that all administrations apply some form of risk management, either formal or informal in their activities. The most important thing is that risk management systems as a holistic framework can be incorporated by all customs administrations, no matter whether they perform customs control manually or use automated systems.
So thank you very much, Anastasia. Because we have a pretty strict schedule, we decided that it would